Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Usually not.
Jesus.
Usually not. What up, y'all? Fucking welcome to the next, the one and only B2P. Oh shit! Tonight we're still on the search for more clickbait. Before we get started, I just want to shout out the Goon Squad YouTube channel and community call to action. Send clips. We're picking goons, recruits, and community members, picking videos. We'll ask you for a file. We'll upload it. If you want to get on the action, make sure you get with us in the Discord. Other than that, let's go over to the goons. What up? Brilliant intro.
Hi.
Brilliant intro as usual.
Yeah, apparently I'm on fire.
We're on fire tonight. Let's go.
Going for the good. Looking good.
All right, so can I get
prime form?
Can I give some context to that? That wasn't me like happily plugging in my first build.
Is it not?
For my first build.
I remember. Yeah, so let's talk about that. What was that? Where did that stem from?
I've been going on with beta FPV about. I got a bad board. It's the second bad board. I've had 2 out of 4 that were bad. That were just fire bombs right off the rip. So I immediately hit them up and I'm like, hey, I got a bad board. They're like, what's your order number? And I'm like, here it is. And they're like, oh, well, you're like 2 days past 30 days. We can't warranty it. I'm like, all right, I'll make sure I fucking tell everybody then later, and just started bashing the fuck out of them. And I guess, I don't know how it must have got back to them, but like a week ago, they hit me back up and they were like, hey, so about that board. I'm like, yeah, they're like, somebody's going to email you about it. What's your email to contact, how do we contact you email wise? And I told them, they immediately emailed me. They were like, hey, what's the deal? So I told them and they were like, oh, can you send me a video? And I'm like, no, I don't want to burn my fucking office down again. And they're like, well, we need a video of the problem. I'm like, the problem's fire. Do you really want a video? So last night in Zoom, I figured it'd be funny to have them screen record it while I held it up to the camera and plugged it in, and big fireball. And that's what that was.
Nice.
So it's just a bunch of burned, like a bunch of shorted MOSFETs.
Well, clearly
happened.
you soldered it wrong. Clearly it's your fault.
Clearly it was my fault, yeah. And now they're going to tell me, why would you plug something in that was on fire? We're not giving you another board. But, well, the fucked up thing is that the thing was fine. It was plugged in for a good 15 minutes while I set it up in Emu Flight. Not a problem. I mean, everything worked. I had video, my OSD worked. Everything was all set up. And then I went to test the motors, and it just shot shit all over. For people that haven't been watching the show and hearing me bitch about this flight controller, it was exploding. I'm thinking about bringing the grumbles back, but to my YouTube instead of
Yeah,
but
actually, I miss the grumbles.
All right. I'll have to start doing it. I'm not doing fuck else anyways. But yeah, so that was that. So
You used to have the site, or did you close it?
no, I closed it. I closed that in my Patreon. I wasn't fucking putting anything up, so it was like, I can't talk my way to work if I don't have a job.
You got in your car and grumble like everybody else.
Sit in my driveway and rev the engine.
It's me again.
Oh, fine. 608.
608 says, please bring the grumbles back. Maybe we should do. You know what we could do? I mean, we could just do
it on the show.
Do a segment, yeah, on the show. I'd be down with fucking like over to gravy. Today's grumble. And we totally hear you. We totally heard you guys chatting about elevator music, and we're gonna see what we can make happen for the first 10 minutes when we're actually not on. When we're actually doing fuck all, we're gonna see what we can do. Because yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea whatsoever. Might even build a. Well, I don't want to make it too complicated. We need to make sure the show actually works. Music can do. Music can do. So make that happen. And then speaking of music, I'm asking, we're doing a community edit. So if y'all got any good suggestions, a lot of the clips that we got so far have got some music in them. Some things we might need to add or change as needed, and for the bumpers and shit and whatever. So if you guys got any fucking shit that's not going to get us copyright strikes you want to throw in the hat, drop suggestions in the Discord. And that's about to... we're getting to a point, I think, now with the outstanding communication or contributions that are coming in. The outstanding contributions that are allegedly coming, I think we'll have more than enough for this first one. And I've been shooting a bunch of extra crappy like B-roll shit and silliness, and there was some sent in already. So, anyways, get those shits in. Links in the Discord, the community edit channel, and yeah, if we get too much stuff, we'll make two. Ultimately, right? We'll have stuff to get going for the second one.
Exactly. So keep it rolling, guys. There's some good shit in there, man.
And maybe, maybe I don't have to play around. Maybe we can even do some live editing when we get it a little. When we kind of get ourselves. I don't know. We'll see.
Situated.
Yeah, once we get ourselves a little more situated. Swift raw video. It's so the ask is for like 15 and 30-second clips, B-roll clips, community clips, shit that we could use for bumpers. Even if you want to make your own like a little crazy shit, like I don't know, like Maddie Blunts could do some crazy animation panel thing if you want. Or if you're into the same shit like that, or anything whatever. We're open.
Yeah, we're open to suggest.
Yeah.
We just make it cool. We make it for everybody.
Yeah, I'm just taking a shit on the floor and taking a video of it.
Just think about,
what are you taking my bit?
We're gonna do.
You doing it too?
We're gonna do an
intro.
intro.
We'll figure something out.
The twins.
That's how I quit jobs. I shit on the floor and walk out.
Holy shit!
That's where I got that idea from.
I mean, hey, you might do it too. I don't know.
Anyways, we're gonna do a fucking intro, all right? And then we're gonna fucking play some clips, and we'll bumper between clips. Maybe we'll go back to back with some pilots. Maybe we're gonna just see it. We're gonna feel the flow, feel the force of the material that's come at us, and all the extra little B-roll and vlog stuff. And
you go from there,
yeah, just feel it out.
608 is sending in 15 seconds of him staring at a cam.
Nice.
Good. I was thinking, we might fuck some shit up. Like we might take some of the footage and just fuck it up too. I mean,
some glitch stuff.
Raw material, glitchy stuff. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like
Sky's the limit, boys.
Yeah, Yeah. And I think it's dope. So far, I'm excited. We got some good shit. So, and I've cut some of my contributions. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm working on. In terms of B-roll crap and shit. Yeah, I'm excited about what I'm working out right now, which is one of my edits from the bando. That's just funny as shit. Submitted kitty intro or kitty into? Yeah, kitty into. What the hell's a kitty into?
Intro, maybe.
I think it might be intro.
Silent R.
Kitty, yeah. Silent R. Tech's got heat exhaustion. Sounds like Sunday.
Oh, damn.
Sunday was fucking brutal.
It's been ripping hot the last few days here, man. It sucked. It's anybody get any flying in this last weekend? I mean,
I did.
Chad did. Anybody else?
Well, Gravy went to bike stuff, right? That was this week, right?
Yeah, that was last Thursday. So yeah, it was since the last show, which I wasn't a part of because I had to get some sleep. Yeah. Dude, I was beat.
Yeah,
I was up at 2:30 in the morning. I got home at like 10:30 at night. Just I looked like a fucking lobster, but it was so worth it. It was such a good day.
Oh, bro.
Oh man.
Good, man. I can't wait to see what you put together with that shit.
Oh, thanks, man. I can't wait to see
Look
everything
out
done
for
too.
Fellas, that dope cinematic fucking follow footage.
Oh, I can bring one of them up if people haven't seen it.
You should have, dude.
I think I have one of them on the list.
No, that was is that my full length video on my YouTube or is that the
Yeah, on YouTube, the 2-minute one or
Oh.
3-minute one.
Oh
That's
no, I got the
or something like that.
I got the dude
I'm
back
talking about that fresh.
The one called Northwoods.
You have to come up, Redbeard. Come up.
Yeah, let me know. Pin me and I'll run this little jib.
I'll fucking pin you.
Let me know.
You're pinned, big boy.
Here we go.
Yeesh. Get a room, fellas.
This dude was killing it all day.
Boom. That's so sick.
Oh man, that 7-inch flies so good too. Yeah, that was.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I still say like bar no, one of my favorite quads is definitely my 6-inch Bando. It's just, that heavy bastard is a goddamn monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was actually saying, "Oh, they didn't want that heavy turd or whatever it was." Like
I
somebody
saw
made
that.
a post.
I didn't have time to even think about it.
Is that on Facebook? It was,
Yeah, and I told him like, bro, I fly that thing like a 5-inch with two 1250s on it, a Max that's got a foot-long standoff, and a Hero 8, and I fly it, and it's just fine. Like I don't know what you're talking about. And that was the last he
build
posted
a Bando
in there,
pretty light, actually. And I almost wish we should call Bill up. We were looking at frame like carbon weights, and actually, there's shit that's heavier than Bando. I mean, not just saying that generally speaking, but a lot of more popular things are every bit as heavy as a fucking Bando. So I didn't really understand it. Like,
give me an example.
the thing with the Bando is, like I said, Brissette and I had the conversation. Bill has examples. I don't want to misquote him, but we could ask him. But anyways, I think there's a Bando. A lot of people throw a lot of TPU on it. It's a give and take. If you want protection, the TPU's there. In situations where you are bashing a fucking Bando, that extra weight, in my opinion, is very helpful. It will save your carbon. When I was smashing the 6-inch, I blew some of the TPU off, like pretty much, but I saved the arms. So I got to reprint fucking arm guards. But that's the point. It's like, you know, it's.
But you could keep flying.
Yeah, Waldo said it's only 4 grams heavier than a Source 1. And with that stack, the way that thing is so slammed, if you build them slammed out the way they're intended, they're fucking so slammed. Your CG is so tight, it kills fucking everything that's a normal 2-plate 30 millimeter fucking standoff system. The way the CG is compressed down, it makes a huge difference. I don't give a fuck if it's 30 grams heavier than the next quad. It's gonna fly better. It flies better because of the way the CG works.
Not to mention, you're not going to break anything. Like I've been flying that since the beta testing started for that frame, and I've broken 2 arms and I chipped the top plate because I lost video and I lost my orientation because it was at night in the parking lot, and I full throttled the thing into a curb.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's going to happen. I don't care what frame you get. And it's not even that much money. Like there are frames that are more money.
My 6-inch is the beta. Was his first carbon. I think I've replaced 1 or 2 arms tops. And
Mine's cursed.
I think one I broke and one just got so shredded on the end. When I blew flying at the Bando, I fucking blew the end off of the thing up. I blew the TPU up, kept flying it, blew the fucking arm up. You know, and it had been beat to shit. I don't
my Alien 4.5s.
think I've
Take
flew.
it and keep on going.
I don't think I've
They're too much lighter than Amanda, probably.
I don't think I've broken any of the builder top plates on mine, but I have seen people break it up top. I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
but
that's where I broke mine. Is where like
Are
the
the
two
arms
forks
6
come
mil?
out.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Are the
Arms are 6 mil.
or 5.
They're 6.
I mean, if,
I'll measure it right now just to verify, but I'm 90% sure that they're.
I'm over here just like trying to look at mine. I'm like, I don't even fucking remember, man.
I'd argue with you. I'm just asking.
I mean, right? Like I said, dude, for me to be slinging 2810s right now and beating the piss out of it. I mean, I smacked that. You've seen the bando. I smacked that thing off the fucking rail, off the ground, off the fucking catwalk thing that we were diving between. I hit it on all sorts of shit, and it just, all that motor mass. Those arms aren't breaking. And I fucking
4.
smacked the shit out of them. Yeah, they're like 4 mil. That's
4 mil.
That's what I was gonna actually say. I thought they were 4s.
I thought there was 6. I don't know why.
No, the bot effects is 6. What is good, William Brown? And shout out to the fucking chat. What's good, everybody? Fucking yes, I play this. Will Brown, Risco in the motherfucking house. Just me up. Waldo, FPV geek up in this motherfucker. Hit the deck. Red Beard, John Solo. I don't even know why I did that. I'm your father, John Solo. Fucking Tech Lust. Let's see. 608 Friday shouted out. Swift motherfucking duck in this bitch. What else we got? Am I missing anybody?
608. Who else we got?
Redbeard, just me hop.
Will Brown himself.
Sorry,
Suddenly hungry.
I smoked my breakfast today. I just want to put that out there.
It's nighttime.
I know.
Are you back off the good sleep?
I'm all over. I'm fucking all over the place. Like last night, I went to bed at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I was hanging out with yes, I play this, and Waldo was actually in my stream in the chat. We were fucking around. He was playing Liftoff and then Ghost of Tsushima, and I was fucking playing Valorant.
Look at him. He got that word down now. Got that word down.
And yeah,
I've been
I went to
playing
bed
that
early,
kid
but
game.
I still ended up. Dude, today I slept in, but I've been trying to get up by noon, at the latest.
You know, the last time I slept till noon was probably the last time that I went to bed at about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Quit making babies.
Dude, I've been going to bed at like 11, 12 o'clock at night and getting up at 6, 7 o'clock. It's the fucking damnedest thing. I don't know what happened.
It's a blessing and curse of my situation right now. I mean, I'm fucking single. Both my kids are grown. Who do I have to answer for, right? Or answer to right now? You know?
What really controls your schedule? Nothing.
Nothing.
You. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I could do the same shit earlier in the day or the same shit later in the day. I'm still doing the same shit, so it doesn't really matter.
608 wants to know, but can you say Benoit?
Benoit.
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 Yo, but I heard somebody else call him Benoit the other day. I almost lost my shit. So I'm just saying.
Should have.
Not
And
allowed.
I hope you called them.
It's a very American thing to say, Benoit.
No, that. I'm sorry. Come on, Benoit.
I just
That's
never asked how to fucking.
I hear it all the time. They were not.
Sorry, my redneck
they were
is
not
showing
they were
right
not
now, Artie. Like,
WWF
come on, get the fuck off me.
I'm from North Georgia. Don't talk to me about redneck. Gosh, then Benoit. I can. That was hilarious. I've laughed lots over that.
As have I. Cause of morning back pain. That's right. Asked the doctor, or I told the doctor my back hurts when I get up in the morning. He said, get up in the afternoon.
Yep.
Told the doctor I had a Beckyotomy.
Yeah,
So,
I went to bed early.
Anything new come out lately, man? Anything
what-
fun new to talk about?
New shit? Well, you want to start with the motors?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Maybe somebody's
Maybe else got-
test what I had before Gravy has, but The AMAX 2305 and a half, 1750s. I think that was coming in 1950 and a 2550. 22 and a half grams.
Super Leggera, Super Legera,
Leggera.
Super
Leggera.
Leggera. Yo, you know,
It's like the
y'all can make
closest I'll
fun of me
ever
about
come to getting a
fucking
Lambo.
my one mispronunciation of Benoit, but fucking, I will fuck y'all up in languages. Only not probably Vincent, not Vincent French, but I know a lot of shit. I know how to pronounce a lot of shit, and I know how to say a lot of shit.
I know a lot of stuff.
Like Tsushima.
I know.
Tsushima. Fucking
Sushi mama.
Nah, that was the ghost of sush or sashimi is what I was calling it, but that wasn't because I was trying to pronounce it. Bone motherfucking Kirby in the house.
It's a weird size.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a
weird size, but it's
2306.
hell of a
Knock it
lot.
off.
And it's 15.
2305.5.
Just call the 2306 and move the fuck
A
on.
half a millimeter. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
You're not.
They didn't have a
15
They
bucks.
didn't have a calibrated mic.
Because it's hella light.
I mean, that's where they're shaving the grams compared to a 2306. You know, as to what you're talking about, they're losing a bit of stator volume. I mean,
Look, long life.
for me, I wouldn't. I know
Smooth.
well, in your situation, Greg, I think it will be it'll be interesting to see how it works if you're gonna put it on a skinny bitch because that doesn't weigh shit. On a 6-inch skinny bitch,
iPhones.
that doesn't weigh shit.
Well, if they were,
Are you
if
gonna
they
carry a
work good,
GoPro?
yeah, oh yeah. No, I got a mount printed for it.
I speak Klingon. You didn't spell Klingon right, so I'm not even answering this question.
Bitch.
Fuck.
No, I'm really curious. I hope they follow through. I hope they follow through and let me do a review on these things because if they work good on the skinny bitch on a 6-inch 6S, like I'll get the 1950s, which is kind of. I mean, no, it's not really overdoing
It'd
it.
be a
That's
fucking monster. It's a bit high. It's a bit low stator volume versus high KV, in my opinion,
Yeah.
for a 6-inch prop. If you run 6-inch buys on it and you keep the weight down, it should be a monster. Or find a lighter try. You know, lighter possibly.
But I might throw them on like my Kiss 5 as fuck also.
Those
run that on 6S.
those Master Air Screw 6-inch buys were pretty interesting. I was spinning them last year on the Bando, the 6-inch Bando. Had those on there for a bit. I'm trying to think if I broke those or if I took them off. I don't even remember now. I think fucking Kaio gave them to me a try, but those are pretty
Master
nice.
screws?
What's that, Artie?
Master Air Screw?
Yeah, the Master Air Screw. I was kind of surprised. They make some 5 and 6-inch props that are interesting. They were cool. I liked them. I do have to say I did like them. I think I'm running fucking
The
6
last I looked into them. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Sorry.
just saying I think I'm running 6-inch Gem Fan tries right now on my Bando. It just flies like a goddamn angel.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Artie?
No, I just remember the Master Air Screws being expensive. That's why I never
Oh, I can't remember if they're that much
being
more.
like a pretty brittle mix. Although I haven't tried any of the modern ones. I mean, last I looked at them at least a year ago.
I don't remember what all I tried last year. I know I tried some tri-blades, some Master Air Screw tries. I tried some buys. I did find them to be a little bit more. They've actually I'm just kind of remembering my summary of it back then. They flew really well. They were a bit more fragile than other things, but they flew incredibly well. I did tend to break a few more, I think, than other props like Gem Fan. Whereas I would probably nick the shit out of Gem Fan and ultimately probably end up changing it pretty soon. I did break some of those mass props, but they weren't super fragile. But they flew fucking great. One of those things.
Yeah,
Don't crash. I don't know.
Yeah.
It flies fucking awesome till you crash. Other than that,
Ooh, the parts list for the Bando for a 6-inch.
I mean,
608's asking if you were to build one today, right now.
Or single ESCs.
I did run singles on my 6-inch Bando, and the funny thing is, I'm not even gonna jinx myself.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about jinx.
I did.
And the
I
word
take it back.
bando.
I did blow one because I got it stuck in a tree and I popped it trying to get out of the fucking tree. Didn't have turtle mode enabled for some stupid ass reason at the time, and smoked the fucking. Didn't kill the motor. Smoked the fucking ESC though. Good. Smoked the shit out of that ESC, dude. But thought I was gonna have a serious I thought I was gonna catch the fucking tree on fire. Fucking trying to get this thing out of the tree.
It can get violent, dude.
I mean, dude, that's the funny thing is like I don't pay attention. What's your guys' favorite single 6S ESC right now?
What is it?
I was recommended the Speedix.
Yep.
I'm
What, the
looking into building
GS35?
Speedix
the
is
slim
alright.
one, yeah.
Speedix
Because I was
is
looking
alright.
because my, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but my bando's cursed for the 10th time.
I really wish Akon
Going single ESCs this
has Akon done anything with their single line for a while? Like, have they done anything new?
I don't think I've seen single Acons on any website actually, because I've been looking.
They
recently.
definitely made them, but I mean, dude, I was just thinking a lot because
Boom
my
likes the SpeedX 30 amp one.
my fucking
Which had good luck with Speedix. I mean,
That's
I'd
just
get
what
my-
I got recommended.
I want to say that this fucking bando's got some like Lumineer 55 amps or some shit on it. Like I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I think they're like Lumineer 55 amp ESCs, and I have, like I said, I'm running the 2810s on it right now, and they don't fucking flinch. I will shred the hub of a prop. I will break the prop or shred the hub of the prop. So that's what I found happens when I get bound up. Like I'll spin I'll spin a 6-inch prop. I'll loosen it. I've been pulling them off the fucking quad, and they're just like there's like 2 millimeters. The prop nut is like embedded 2 millimeter into the top of the hub. Like it's fucking crazy. I don't know.
What would the parts be for the 6-inch then? Like what size motors would you I know Chad likes to go bigger.
Thinking really hard about it right now.
While you think, what would you rock, Gravy?
What, on a 6-inch?
6-inch bando? Yeah.
Honestly, like the steel stout motors.
So just some 2306s.
Yeah, the 2306, 1750, 6S, Predator V4. I probably run. I'm actually really happy. I'm on my 7-inch bando. I'm digging the Talon F7 stack.
Right,
But
right.
I could run the F10 binary and then run some 60 amp DYS Arias. So, because I overkill the shit out of everything.
It's so tough for me to say because part of the reason why I'm having a dilemma saying is because the first motor set that I put on this were actually the ZMX Minotaurs, and those motherfuckers are monsters. They're only 1500 kV, but it was a 2607.5. And it was a fucking monster. It just absolute monster. Flatten out props like you wouldn't believe. Like it was monster motor. And then when I blew one, I still haven't found anybody that had a fucking. I need a stator. I gotta find somebody who's got a stator, so I can get those back online. But then I ended up getting the prototype 2810s from Brother Hobby, and those motors they're still there. They haven't gone anywhere. So to answer that question right now, for a 6-inch bando, I mean, maybe the Brother Hobby 2806.5, 1700 kV.
Such a big motor. 28. You're suggesting 28.
Efficient.
These are normal
Efficiency.
people.
Monsters.
These are
though.
normal people we're talking to.
They're monsters.
Yeah, but he asked what he'd run.
You asked me
I
what
just
the fuck
like,
I would
I like
do
giving Chad
today,
shit. I love giving
and
Chad
I would
shit for his giant
probably go
motors.
with about a 1700 kV motor on 6-inch on a heavier quad like the Bando. The way I would build it out, it's going to end up being a little heavier. I'll probably have a GPS on it, shit like that. I would put a beefy motor on it that I don't have to worry about. I would try to get as close to like a 45 amp ESC as I could. Definitely BL Heli 32. I would most likely put a Helio on it, to be quite frank. as far as the FC goes. If I couldn't do that, it would be a dilemma. I'm not gonna lie. I might try to I don't know. I might do a Radix again, but dude, for me, for the way I've built my Helios since I started building Helios, I don't lose flight controllers. My first build still works. Like I've heard a bunch of people like, I fucked up my flight control, blah blah blah, or I've blown quads apart. I've torn arms off quads. I've fucking done. I think I've killed a couple. Don't get me wrong, but most times it was my fault, or I didn't unplug something. Like I crashed the shit out of the quad. The ESC's going weird. Motors are smoking. The regulator blows on my Helio. I got a Helio. If I change the regulator, it will work again. You know what I mean? So, but aside from that, for me personally, my Helios have been the most robust flight controllers I've had since I was using the old Omnibus that are also tanks. The old Omnibus controllers are fucking were
what, like the CLF4Ss?
The Omnibus.
Those
F7,
are Omnibus, aren't they?
CLR, the F7s and stuff. It was so many rebrands. I just bought.
Yeah.
To be quite frank, I bought just the fucking Omnibus F7 or the Omnibus F4 or back in the day it was Omnibus F3. You know, I've still got F3s hanging on the wall at work. Definitely getting dated for their age, and I'm gonna have to upgrade some of those craft just because, or just keep running old ass firmware. Which is really what it comes down. They work. I don't fuck with them, but having said that,
that's
today,
funny that.
I don't know.
That's funny that you said that about. Oh, sorry.
No, I just don't know of another mid-class motor that I would just jump to. Like, if you want to go lighter,
2407.
2407 would be okay.
1770. I mean, it's a TBS motor, but I've heard incredible things about it. And I've had really good luck with
that fucking pyro motor that I just put on the Insider, the 2407 or whatever the hell it is. That might be a good choice for a lighter weight build. I would personally, from what I know originally, like I said, my first motor choice was a 26XX. I would probably say 2500 minimum, 25XX minimum for me. But I might try that pyro motor if I was going for a lighter weight build, globally speaking.
Dude, pyro motors are fucking bomb proof. Like, it takes a lot to murder one of those.
Good motors,
like,
and you can get parts. They're easily rebuildable. You can get parts. There's,
they're premium. They're a decent price. It's really a good motor.
The Brother Hobby 1700 is only 40 grams, 41 grams, depending on how you cook those motors. Now, the Pyrodrone motor that I just... Pyrodrone.
These are 2307s. Oh, you can't see that shit. Some of those hyperlights.
Those hyperlight motors, I love them. I have the, what are they, the 2405 or 26? 2406, 2722 kV. I had those on a 5-inch race quad on 4S, and it was just murder. It was like I could have raced on 3S and it would have been fast. It was disgusting.
Sorry, these are the motors that I used for the Insider. It's a 2408.5. It's a little taller. I think that with the Bando, I like a little bit more lower powers, lower power band. I like low, for me personally. So I like a wider stator. You know,
be able to catch that mass.
Huh?
Artie,
your mic's actually really bad, choppy tonight again. Sorry. This pyro motor is 40 grams as well. So to go from a fucking 2408 to a fucking Brother Hobby 2806.5, you are adding 4 grams total because the Brother Hobbies are 1 gram each more heavy. So why not? I don't know. I'm asking. Is there, like, what else y'all know? I mean, what else do you recommend? What's the chat saying? Zings.
Actually, something that I ran back in the day on a 6-inch Alien. I ran the Tommy motors, the 2150s. Dude, those things on 6-inch 6S on like not a light build, they hauled ass.
What was
and
the
they would
stator
just
size?
I want to say like 2306, 2307.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely.
And
Like I
I
said,
mean,
it can be
2150 with gate breakers on just dude. It was a 5S quad. It was not a 6S quad. And I'm like, well, I got 6S packs. Fuck it, and just plugged them in. And sadly, that's the only quad I ever lost, and that's at the bottom of the river. That was a Christmas present too. So that's been gone for 2 years. But dude, that thing just ripped. They held up so good.
So yeah, I'm thinking like I would probably still stand by the 280. Am I still full? Oh, okay, 2806 Brother Hobby at around 1700. For a 6-inch. If I were to do it again, a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller. I'm running 1500 kV on 2810s, and it's a goddamn monster. So 17 is gonna give you a little more current draw. You're gonna get a little more oomph, but it's still nice, fat, wide stator. So you have lots of low shit. 1300 kV on 7 inches, the sweet spot, definitely. Will Brown saying. So, and that was the other thing about the Bandoleros, that getting in these class of that size of motor too. Like you put a 7-inch arm on that, and you can go with the same motor on 1300 kV, and Bob's your uncle. I'm just still thinking a lot about ER. I don't use singles very often, man. I just don't do it. It's like if I'm using single ESCs, it's like APD. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the fucking ESCs on that, whatever's on that Bando, those things are just, they're old Lumineers or some bullshit, and they weren't terribly expensive, and they're just not dying.
Been solid for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said about Kiss, brother. That shit just keeps going. All my FCs are over a year old. Most of my ESCs are a year plus.
I mean, I've got several Helios that are pushing over 2 years. I mean, from pretty much when they came out.
That's what I was gonna say. The first Helio board that I ever got was back when Deadband was around, and we had Tim Sweet and the whole team on, and I finally ripped too many signal pads, and I couldn't remap the thing. That's the only thing that ever happened is I'd crash and break an arm, and it would rip a signal pad off, and it was my bad, but I just kept remapping it to different pads, and finally there's no more pads that you can remap it to, so I had to retire it. That's the only thing I've ever
my
had an issue
Bando's
with.
got the white race flight branded Helio AIO in it.
Oh shit.
That thing's a fucking monster. It doesn't want to. That thing's just not going anywhere.
Yeah, first 2 Helios I had, they sucked. It was terrible, but they were literally hot off the first batch.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I
the
probably
reality
have
is, like,
10 of them that are working still.
Pretty much everything that comes out first gen is going to have issues in the first runner. So, I mean, it happens to TBS all the time. So, I mean, TBS is still my favorite company. Like, so what are you going to do? If you buy it early, you're an early adopter. You're going to have to.
Speaking of TBS, so are you guys going to be replacing your TBS Crossfire anytime soon?
No.
Because there's a new big boy in town. I don't know if you've heard of them. From the makers of Rapid Fire comes the Immersion RC Ghost.
Ghost.
So
yeah,
I did message Chad, right, about this to make sure that one of us knew a little bit about it. So Chad, this is your moment, because I did not watch the video on it.
That's my moment.
It was like an hour of Joshua Bardwell, and
I told you don't have to watch the whole fucking thing. If you watched the first
games.
part of it, you'd fucking get the gist and been done with it.
But it'd be more fun to hear you explain it to me and the.
No, you're just fucking lazy.
I mean, I've been playing a lot of Fall Boys or Fall Guys.
Oh my god! See where
I've been
see
jelly
where his fucking
beating
priorities
around.
are.
I've been
God
jelly
damn it.
beating around. Hey, I picked out all the videos anyway. But
yeah, I mean,
why the 2.4? I guess that's the big thing, right? That it's not a 915 or 8
it's
something
the
for
big
Europe.
the big thing is just the hardware they use. the hardware they've used for the way that the signal is being carried, the multi oh goddamn, I'm fucking brain farting. Spread spectrum. The spread spectrum processor that they're using is just newer. It didn't exist when TBS made Crossfire. Right? And since as technology does, it gets better. And this is the only 2.4 chip that is in existence apparently that operates like this. Immersion got it, and it effectively is giving you signal link comparable to Crossfire into the upper mid range. Not extreme long range, but you would definitely get equivalent links according to them. Obviously, I haven't tried it personally, and we'll see how it goes. But according to Immersion, you should see link quality that would be comparable to to long range. Long range, I don't remember how many fucking kilometers he was quoting. It was considerable. Do you remember, Artie?
Yeah, he kept saying 10 kilometers. 15 kilometers was kind of the biggest number I think I heard.
I think what does this mean?
Kilometers.
I mean, what does it mean if you don't have Crossfire or you don't have a full size Crossfire? If you're running a mini and you want to go a little bit more long range, I think it's a good option potentially. I mean, for me, I'm totally in the TBS ecosystem with Fusion and Crossfire and Unity Fries and the whole thing. And I have a full size Crossfire, so I have no reason. If you really know you want to push the extremes of range, you still want Crossfire. Tony said it himself. Like, this is going to be, if you want really good mid to long range, this would be, and you don't own Crossfire, or maybe you want a slight step up, this might be an option for you.
I'd argue the majority of pilots or operators do so within a half mile of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reality. If you've been running FR Sky and you want a more reliable link that can get you pretty far, this could be a great option for you. I haven't caught all the
goggle integration.
The pricing, they quote pricing on receivers.
$150 for 3 receivers and the Ghost JR module.
Well, here's another thing: is what are people's noise floors? That's another thing.
Well, that was my original. My knee jerk reaction was like, fuck, 2.4. You're not going to get the kind of range, and you're going to have poor noise floor. Handling.
Yeah, you're dealing with baby monitors and
rejection
shit like
is
that.
the fucking word I'm looking for. You're gonna have poor noise, but apparently this particular chip, this spectrum chip that they have it is made for this. It is made to filter out the noise floor. It's made to fucking give you equivalent link quality, established link quality in terms of you're getting telemetry, it's bidirectional, everything's good. Because that was my first thought. I was like, people in New York, on 2.4, it's like, this is 2.4 fucking mayhem. The noise floor here is insane. But then again, bro, I mean, the reality is you fly anything right up next to a fucking transmitter and you could have problems. I've nearly fail-safed on Crossfire in front of a fucking, transmitter at the top of a building. That's why I used to carry. That's why I do. I carry a fucking RF scanner. I can put my fucking patch on, and I can look and see what's going on up there. And then I can change channels if I need to.
That was like what you're saying is
that's the receiver there.
Go back to it.
It looks very close to what they do with
QD or something.
QD,
yeah.
No shit.
Bring him up.
I can't stay on.
What's it gonna? Does it have a big UFL?
That just traditional UFL.
Like a UFL.
Yeah.
No, I mean on the antenna. It looks like it's a more robust. But no, that's okay. It's just
a UFL.
Yeah, it's the picture. All right, right on.
And then
it seems they come with different PDBs for different things. To put them on top if you want to mount them like that.
Excuse me.
I don't know why you would do that. Wrap it in.
I mean, if you've got Glide has 3 20 by 20 mount points.
The other thing you want to consider here, guys, though, is with TBS and Crossfire, no matter whether you're on full size or micro or whatever, you have your Crossfire channels, but then you've got 2 more channels there that you can use. Crossfire protocol to your VTX. You know, there's a couple, those last two connectors, I know you can utilize them. I think it might have to do with telemetry stuff, and I've never gone down that road personally. So, but there's 4 more channels there, you know, that you could use that you're not going to obviously get with this. You know, you could use that shit for servos or something from a fucking Crossfire. How many channels out is that? Is it just 2, Vice? Can you tell?
Let's go back.
Do they say? So that's something else we need to look at. Yeah, can you blow up the RX? No,
What do you mean?
go down. Go down. Can you just right click and like save that, or send me the link?
What? Okay, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, and they're also coming out with a 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter version of that receiver that has a
Super
micro.
small. Yeah, that's what super does.
15%
was
smaller
already-
than closest competitor, which I assume is the Crossfire Nano.
Let's look at
Well,
this fucking thing.
yeah, it looks smaller than the RXSR.
Let's look at this fucking thing. So
LED.
yeah, you've got ground and
UXL
power,
and
and then you've got your signal and telemetry wires. All right, that's what you have on this. Now, bear in mind, Crossfire has 4 more channels that traditionally most people use at minimum channel 4 for, you know, smart audio. But if you're running Crossfire protocol to other Crossfire devices or TBS devices, you run channel 3 and 4 right here off your TBS device. So, I mean, that's one thing that you lose, is that via Crossfire you can run your smart audio and shit like that. It's just something else to consider. You know, if you don't need that or want that, a lot of people don't know what they're missing. If you don't use it, to be honest, I don't wire smart audio to my OSD. I do it all off Crossfire. So, plus with the Fusion magic shit, like
I still do it the old way, sadly.
before I had Fusion though, I just wired straight to my Crossfire, and I just go to the back of my. I have the full size, so I have the screen on it. I just go to the screen and change my shit. Or I can go to the Lua script on the front of the radio if I want. But honestly, it's just so easy to flip my radio over and go click, 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 done, and I'm off to the races. Don't have to fucking wait for shit. Enoch motherfucking FPV in the house. What's up, brother? Crossfire these nuts, bash. Cock. Fucking. So what do you think? Would anybody?
I think it's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I think it's a viable option for people who are getting into it. And again, if your goal is not to go outside that 10-kilometer kind of window,
I think it's longer than that. I swear he said closer. It was crazy. Closer to like 20.
I mean, I know. I do think the low latency race mode, like the pure race mode that he talked about, where it's 4 milliseconds latency, which is a millisecond or something like that faster than
that is another thing to consider. I forgot about that. Yeah,
that really sounds interesting. And if I was a racer, I would certainly might possibly look into that to see if that made any difference.
It's kind of a give and take thing, though, is that it's like you're talking penetration, you're talking distance, you're talking noise floor. I mean, 2.4 is going to be faster, but you're going to give to get that speed as well.
Sure. You're not going for telemetry or anything like that. But
does a wall care?
But if racing, what do you?
Right. No. I agree.
That's kind of the beauty of.
I think it's going to be interesting because again, until these things are actually in the wild and smart people get a hold of them and actually take the time to measure shit and look at what's really going on, we're not going to have, not that I doubt, immersion RC, but hype being what it is, they are stating that there's a race mode that you're going to get very, very, very quick, low latency link. Very similar to the Crossfire shot, low frequency mode there too. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, like I said, for me, I wouldn't.
Time will tell.
Knowing what I know now and knowing how I use Crossfire to control shit, I would stick with Crossfire. That's that's me. Because even before I had Fusion, I was still using, like I said, smart audio and shit. Because with Crossfire, you can OTA your fucking VTX. So you don't need to plug the VTX into the computer. You just fucking you plug your Crossfire in and send the update over through the fucking receiver into the VTX, which is pretty sick. So you don't need to,
Well, Tony was kind of hinting towards stuff like that coming in the future for it.
I have no doubt
it
that
would be dumb if the technology's out there and you didn't integrate when you've spent 3 years coming out with a system. It seemed dumb not to link rapid fire Ghost and new VTXs.
It'd be interesting. I mean, there's a question like, what you would also need to do. I'd like to see somebody do a teardown, because is there a fucking Wi-Fi module in this? Because that was something that TBS hid in.
It is over the air, so I would imagine so.
No, because the over the air to the RT or to the RX is done via the control channel. Yeah, I mean the RX doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's just doing it. That's how Crossfire works too. It's not using Wi-Fi. It's just using the controlling channel on 900 or 2.4 in this case. There's no Bluetooth chip on this receiver. You know what I mean? There's no fucking. This is fucking bare bones as it gets. So if they're going to incorporate other shit, they're going to need to add pads. You're going to need a bigger receiver, which I'm not saying they can't do, but that's obviously not the case right now. Well,
speaking of long range, like what do we got for videos that are going long?
The master.
Don't rush it, Gravy.
But that was the best segue I've ever heard in my life. You can't see my face because I'm smiling.
Totally was. Chad's bringing the pain. What are you pulling up here, Chad?
I'm just looking. I'm looking through the specs on a couple things here. Yeah, so they call it chirp spread spectrum.
Chirp.
Never
heard of her.
They kept calling it like Laura or something like that.
I think that might be their protocol.
The first sign of cults is them making names up for stuff that doesn't exist.
So they do S-Bus and Ghost Mode, which is effectively their version of Crossfire, man.
Telling you, Ghost Mode, that's some fucking culty shit.
Then yeah, you have the fucking USB upgrade with the OTA for the receivers. So you can do if you're not using telemetry. Oh, was it not doing telemetry? So that's going to be curious. So apparently, if the T pin is free, you can use that for Tramp protocol. They say regardless of selected serial format. I'm going to be interested to see how they got that wired up. This is interesting. Allegedly, you can get Tramp off that T pin on the receiver.
Interesting.
Obviously,
Aschenberg says LoRa is the chipset and Crossfire uses the same. LoRa just means long range.
Nice. Good info. Ghost mode.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Aschenberg.
And 661.
LoRa chipset, right?
But yeah. Gravy segue aside, do we want to play a few videos? We are trying to keep it reasonably tight tonight. We can't do 4-hour live streams over and over.
Yeah, not every night.
Oh, Maddie Blunt's appeared. I think we said the word blunt 5-6 times in chat.
I think
he appeared.
Yeah. He does.
Enoch posted 6 blunts.
Maddie Blunts.
Did you guys see his picture of his quads? He posted a picture of his quads on Facebook, and they were glorious. All the yellow and pink and teal. It was great.
Actually, so
you guys paint your quads? Chat? Other than Maddie Blunts, we obviously.
I would just get sad if I broke it.
I've done the edge work on my big quads, especially the shit I've laminated. When I did laminated edges,
I used to paint the edges,
but I haven't. I have a bunch of paint markers and shit, but they're like oil paint markers. But I actually
grab some enamel, fucking model painting.
My fucking nasty though. I put it on so thick that I still like if you grab it by the edge, you'll still come away with fucking oil paint on your fucking fingers from it. Bobby Harmon actually turned me on to the shit that I use though. Quad Mods, Bobby Harmon. But it was dope when we had Maddie on the show. It was interesting to talk to him about his process in terms of getting it ready and stuff. And I would like to do it at some point, but I'm usually too eager to just start building the quad, and I'm slow as fuck to build because I work through it different scenarios with how I want to lay out the quad and then end up printing a bunch of shit and then put the quad together. So yeah, I could probably find time in there, but also living in New York doesn't make it very conducive for spray paints anywhere.
Just a box.
Yeah,
that's really the
take
problem.
it outside.
Take it outside and have a box or whatever, but yeah, we'll kind of look at you funny. There's that. So in other news, Team Emu Flight has started the whole sponsorship thing, which is really exciting and interesting. We'll see. I can only say so much, but today we announced that there's a partnership and a sponsorship with HDLRC. There'll be some interesting things coming from that, and that's pretty exciting news. And there's definitely some other big announcements coming. I'll just leave it at that. It'll be very interesting to see what comes with the HDLRC.
Tortilla sponsorship incoming.
They're going to be doing a lot of. There's going to be a few different quads and things I think happening that are at least being discussed. Aside from that, I can't really say much, but you'll see presets and things like that for these, as these quads are coming out. It would be great for beginners, specifically is when people are, pick up an HDLR bind and fly, we'll have the opportunity to create presets for those. And now you can have a fucking a tuned quad right out of the box, which would be super dope. And that's exciting. I mean, that's exciting way, for, like I said, and you might see that in some other classes, like whoops and shit or whatever, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of sick. You can get a quad, from, and there's also, as we do a lot of stuff with Patrick from Project Mockingbird and shit. So, I mean, you should be able to see some dope tunes coming for some HDLRC stuff in the future, from various people, Patrick and myself and whatever. So it'll be dope. It's exciting, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to work with our first manufacturer in that capacity. And I'm really excited about some of the ones that are coming up, and I'll leave it like that.
We'll buy my first HGLRC product just to celebrate. I've not tried them, so I will try them and see for myself.
Give your opinion, or do you give up your opinion?
Yeah, because I've only tried a few companies. Talon so far has been really nice. Diatone, I actually don't like a lot of their FCs, but I like their motors.
Some people fucking love Diatone, and so I think it's.
I've just had bad experiences twice, maybe.
Yeah.
It might have just been once, and I just said no, thank you.
I think. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to speak out of turn, but my early HGLRC, I definitely wasn't interested in. Be my honest personal opinion.
I just never tried it.
It does really seem like they have been making strides in getting their shit together, and excited to see where it goes. I mean, the cool thing about us is that we have the opportunity now to give them feedback regarding issues, if there are any. So that's really part of what we're bringing to the table, aside from bringing in tunes and presets and shit. We're able to say, hey, look, guys, this would be dope if you guys, made this part more robust or whatever.
You'd be more familiar with their chipsets, MOSFET positions.
Free book of the winner gets what the. Apparently, Zoro's giving a free book of aerodynamics.
Oh yeah. Send him $5. He'll do your icon as well. He's doing mine for $5. Wait till
It's just like Fivers. Is it Zoro whoring on Fivers? What's going on, dude?
Yeah, actually, it's actually not for money. We're trading art.
Oh. Well, trading art is awesome.
I already talked about it earlier, where I stole Gravy's idea. So But I will be right back.
All right, we're going with our fucking first video, and I believe this is Big Oily.
Yeah, I will be answering the door.
Big Oily fucking guy.
Oily guy.
Roll video. Doink. Oh, music change.
Damn.
That was. Oh no! God damn it. Why is it over there? Fuck.
Dope.
Gonna let that roll in the next one. I'm gonna grab my mixer out of there though. Over here. Get
Mixer.
out of there. Get out of here, mixer.
Shout out, Big Oily guy.
Shout out, Big Oily guy.
Nirvana track. Appreciate that.
Willie motherfucking P.
Yes, with a few exceptions, yeah, I'm living honest. Except I promised to my mama that I would finish college. Start chasing profits, sorry, ma, I ain't forget about it. But if money evil, I'm hoping that you can see through all the drama and watch me get these dollars. And my ambition burns so hot, it's like I'm bleeding lava. Haters be pleading me to stop, but I don't even bother. Though my approach is seeming awkward, I can see it proper, see success, and I just see the fact that I don't need a father. The dime's hotter than a drop of Harry Potter shit. Pedal to the metal, high level, full throttle shit. Still searching for reasons why niggas ain't acknowledged this. I'm lost in the era where real shit does not exist. I'm neither swaying phase, I'm everyday cooling it. I'm getting blazed, laughing at the way they overdoing shit. I'm just an old soul sticking to a newer script. I guess I gotta prove this shit. I'm truly too legit.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Like to send a shout to the fathers that didn't raise us, to every old way that now.
Oh, what's next? What's next? Danger Dave. Gonna let these roll for a second. I thought that was a can of Whippets, Artie.
It is.
Whippet butane.
That's cool.
That so wait, so let me get this straight. Is the new fucking Tony Hawk out? Or was the remake of Tony Hawk? Has that happened?
I don't think so.
No. So I saw fucking Easy say something about it in the chat, so I had. Did I miss something?
Yeah, must have, because I don't think it is. I checked like.
I mean, it could be on Steam pre-release. So if it, I don't, are they doing it on Steam or is it just on PlayStation? Or are they doing it on all?
Probably on everything.
Tony Hawk. What's the fucking word, Tony Hawk? I've been playing Skater XL a bit.
Brother, E-Rod Yo in the chat. What's up, brother?
Edwin. Yeet.
It's a remaster of 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's a remaster. I hacked my Vita so I could get Thug and what was the other one? One of the other ones on my fucking PlayStation Vita, which is actually super dope because I used to fucking crack out on my PSP playing fucking Tony Hawk all day long, just like, especially when I was traveling. It's just fucking ridiculous. Tony Hawk, what is it? The fucking release
game I did that too. Like,
say what?
That's the last game I geeked out on. Was just Tony Crack. That's what he used to call it.
I'm just saying easy. Yeah, Tony Crack. You're watching early release footy. Okay. Yeah, so I mean they're rebooting it. There's an IGN article. When's it? What's the release date though? That's what I want to know. That's the important shit.
I just closed the window.
Looking here. Screenshot.
Oh, August
September
31st, 1999.
That's
September 4th.
September 4th. So you know what else is happening right about then? Just to throw this out there is
Yeah, my birthday, so y'all hook it up. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
oh, fucking we gotta find out what are you gonna play it on though? You ain't getting it for that bootsy ass Xbox, are you?
I have to.
Oh, god damn it! You know I gave away a PS4 to somebody and I doubt even uses it, and it makes me sad because I would just have sent it to you.
It's sort of like some Kiss setup, man.
All things in time. The fucking it sucks because actually, well, we'll talk about this after the show. 'Cause I sent you a message earlier, I never got a response, but I sent it to the other chat. Skate 4. Yeah, Skate 4. You were, you know, what, next year maybe? Hopefully, maybe next year. Skate 4 coming, which actually be super dope. Skater XL is good. There's just not like a story, you know, but Skater XL is a traditionalist. You want to just fucking skate. If you enjoy skateboarding, like you're not trying to do challenges and like a story and all that shit. That if you want that, like that's your Tony Hawk and your skate games. Skater XL and even Session. I don't know how much of a story or how much is in the challenges currently in Session, but that's still in pre-release, so we'll see. But I do really like Skater XL's mechanics. I know 6.8's been jamming on it. And I know DJ's played it as well. But I am excited. Tony Hawk.
Take it easy, last pack.
Good night, last pack. That's happening.
Yeah,
Do they have on that thing that you saw, Vince? Do they have the platforms? What platforms?
Yeah, I have pretty much everything.
Is it going to be everything?
The 2 consoles and PC. So maybe Switch later.
Right on.
Now that Switch would be a pleasurable option for me.
Easy saying they have the warehouse demo available. Oh, if you pre-order it?
Nice.
So, you know, speaking of September, beginning of September, aside from Artie's birthday, is NVIDIA's announce is happening, which is going to be interesting because I'm currently, I'm in a holding pattern because I'm just making sure money's going to happen the way money's supposed to happen. But I've been saving up to start doing a little bit of upgrading to the old PC. And I was like, maybe I should get a 2080, but now I'm glad I'm waiting because if I can get a 3080 Ti next month, then that might be the way to go. Apparently they're saying it's
the 3090.
They're saying the 3090 is allegedly the 3080 Ti, as I understand it. I don't think there's I think the architecture is until NVIDIA announces it, the nomenclature is not set in stone, but from what I understand, the Ti is the 3090, quote unquote, right? They haven't officiated the nomenclature of what those cards are actually going to be called, but allegedly, whatever the Ti is called is allegedly that's the first card coming, which is interesting because normally they do their lower card first and then the Ti, but apparently they're doing Ti right out the gate.
Saying fuck you, bitch.
And allegedly, the fucking processing is like 60-70% better than a 2080 Ti. Something like that. It's going to be a big step. And the 2080 Ti is already a fucking monster. So
yeah, the 2080 Ti is like what, a 16 gigabyte card, and those are supposed to be like in the mid to high 20s for the 3080 and the 3080 Ti.
No, I don't think they're going to be that high. I think you're looking at 12 and 16 from what I saw. But again, until they I mean, we won't know.
Yeah, it's all speculation.
It's all speculation until the beginning. But so the date changed from like September 17th to September like 9th, and then NVIDIA just dropped a teaser for September 1. So
What up, Kaya? What up, LJFPV? What up, fellas?
what is he talking about? 6K porn. Yeah, well, so anyways, I actually don't need to upgrade straight away. Like I have 2 video cards on this machine.
Not for 6K porn.
Only when you want to do animation over it. But so that's actually the challenge that so here's my challenge. The only reason why I'm even considering upgrading is I have an older motherboard and processor, and when I'm doing, like, as I'm getting more advanced in DaVinci Fusion, that engine is a lot more CPU dependent. And so to be able to render big 3D virtual camera things, I'm seeing my processors age, and so I'm looking to upgrade. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well just try to do a couple core things. Like, I'll get a M2 drive for my OS. I might upgrade my RAM, which I just bought 32 gigs of RAM recently, so to have 64 on this machine. But right now, RAM pricing isn't terrible. You can get 64 gigs for about $300. Yeah, when I was buying RAM last, it was fucking you can get like 64 gigs for like $300. So looking at the options right now, I'm just really stepping lightly because some of Intel's announcements are also coming. But I don't see them putting out anything that will compete multi-core wise with AMD this fall. So I'm leaning right now towards the 16-core AMD with the 3080 and a fucking better SSD. And then RAM maybe, but that's kind of where I'm at. And it's only because, dude, I'm editing 6K footy all day, and the color correction engine in DaVinci is all GPUs, so I don't have any issues there. It's only when I start doing fancy animation shit that I'm starting to see a little bit of issue.
Just clogging you up.
So I would expect by sometime next month you're gonna see the new cards. Threadripper. Yeah, I don't want to spend 2 G's for a processor. That's not happening unless I'm making stupid money doing video. There's like no, yeah. Threadripper.
Just download RAM.
Is it that much?
But yeah, the Threadripper 32 core is like $1,900.
32.
Yeah, there's
a 32 core.
There's no. That's what Flightbox runs. He runs a 2950X on water, and it's like, it's just out of control.
I mean,
how fast
dude,
that
if
thing
you're
is.
running, yeah, but the reality, I mean,
but it's unneeded. I mean, I'm running a 3950 TR4 or a 3950X TR4, and 16 core 32 thread for like $600. That thing is a fucking monster.
Yeah, I bet. Holy shit.
and it's just like, again, certain things, multi-core stuff is going to be better. Anything that runs a single core process will be slower on AMD. Not by a ton, but it's slower. It's a quantifiable difference. But it all depends on what app you're running. But for a lot of the shit that we're doing, again, with DaVinci and that stuff, the color correction, a lot of the fusion nodes run on the GPU. But then there's other things that really hit your CPU. And the big thing for me is like getting into what will be interesting to see is is the 3080 NVIDIA potentially going to utilize PCIe 4 at all? Which right now AMD's motherboard is in the lead. They have better PCIe 4 integration, and if you can afford an SSD to go with that, you got a lot of fucking power right on that side. You will see an advantage. This is something to think about. Info on computers all the time.
Windows 95 for life.
Bro, now I loved XP personally. I did like 95, I won't lie. I loved XP. I could fucking dial in XP systems awesome back in the day. So that's gonna be interesting. That's a pretty big thing though. I mean, for anybody that's building or looking into getting into editing or building a PC for editing and gaming, shit like that. There's some changes happening over the next month that'll be interesting. For me, it's editing and compositing, the more advanced compositing shit that I'm starting to see. Where I see the need. It'd be interesting, man. I'm excited to see what the 3080 can actually do on a 4K screen.
Yeah, but it's nuts.
Yeah. Be interesting. What else is happening? There's something else happening next month and I can't remember. But anyways, next video. Next up is Tech Lust.
Oh shit.
Oh, we're glad he didn't go to sleep like he was talking about.
This is from Sunday.
Feelings in my brain, they overflow. Take away the pain, it's all I know. I feel myself begin to fade, fade to black. Take away the pain, it's all I know. Feelings in my brain, they overflow. Take away the pain, it's all I know. I feel myself begin to fade, fade to black. Take away the blame. Let me die before I become something that I can't forget. I'm alive, but inside I've been empty for all of these years. I've reached out for your help, but this time you need mine in the end. And that's okay because I will move on to tomorrow again.
Fucking goons. Yo, I got this fucking clip of these guys. Stop that. I got this fucking clip of those guys. So out there, we were flying in fucking cars, dude. Every half hour, 45 minutes, it felt like. Car would go down the road and fucking hit a goddamn, we thought it was a pothole, but they would just fucking like, you hear this fucking car, there's one car, fucked himself up, dude. Bad, just like fucked his car up. And it's like, what the fuck are they doing? And then, so I'm sitting there flying the bando towards the end of the evening. These guys are all pretty much packed up. And like, I'm flying around and look over and they're all standing around and like, it looked like a fucking union break, dude. They're all like standing around this fucking side of the road trying to figure out what the fuck everybody is hitting. It was just fucking hysterical, dude. But that spot is fun. It's it will eat your quads and GoPros though, and I think
My bando. That's the last time my bando flew correctly.
I think Sunday
That shit left cursed.
we lost three GoPros were destroyed on. I think 3 GoPros were destroyed. I know cementkidd destroyed at least 1 or 2 quads. I'm not sure how everybody else made it out. I made it out alive mostly. My bandos needs repair, but I know.
Well, I mean, you want to come back a little banged up. You didn't push if you didn't.
Yeah, of course. I mean, or you just didn't fuck up. One of the two. It's that place. Like I hit the rail, I hit the fucking overpass, I hit the ground. I have a couple good sideways barrel rolls for that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited I'm putting on my edit right now. And a pretty good pile of B-roll for the community edit too, which is gonna be good. Oh, come on up, dude. Actually, so we gotta talk about that FPV Geek, and I want to get bashers and love to get anybody from down there, fucking Will and those guys. Y'all come up. Been trying to get Gravy to come down forever.
Oh my God, I was there. I was in Brooklyn on Saturday. That was the worst.
We want to hear.
It was such bad timing, but it had to be done. It was a good day.
Whose video is it? Oh, Spoony motherfucking J. That's whose video this is. All right, up next, Spoony J.
Whoever's picking these videos has excellent taste. I already really like the music.
If I do look down, if I do look low, I'ma do a little dance, and I'ma make a little love. And you know this right. If I do look down, if I do look low, I'ma do a little dance, and I'ma make a little love. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. Put it down on me, tell no one, yeah, it's all low key. Do you wanna stay or do you wanna leave? Wanna feel my bump, but just take my keys and go. And you know it's right. Now you're looking at me like I can't have it, cause I ain't an actor or a dude with a British accent. But I got a lot of bad habits, and I got the personality of an addict. Whip up my stick like it's magic. Roll up the shit, then we pass it. And then we'll wake up in the morning, looking at each other like it never really happened. Would you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. I wanna know, my lady. If y'all wanna know, yeah, baby. I wanna know, my lady. If I do look down, if I do look low, I'ma do a little dance, and I'ma make a little love. And you know this right. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up and ride on? But if I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me.
Spoony kills it.
Next up is fucking this old gravy leg god, I think.
Yeah, I fucked up and I didn't turn up the audio. I forgot to turn it back up for the intro.
I said it must be, cause a nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on their toe. Niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get Glock jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guys and shit pop off.
Let's take it to the basis. You and them Mr. Greatness. My Martin was a Mason. Rock Margellas with no laces. Crystal go by the cases. Wait, hold up, that was racist. I would prefer the aces. Ain't no different when you chase it. A 40 ounce to chase it. That's just an understatement. I'm early to the party, but my Rari is the latest. Somehow it seems girls in they late teens remind me of favorite jeans, cause they naked, cause you famous. Like some motherfucker ain't it. These other rappers ain't it. So tell me what your name is. I'ma tell it till my stainless. You aim it for you bang it, but that bang it leave you brainless. It's just me, myself, and I, and motherfuckers that I came with. It's lameness. Niggas wanna hate on me until I tell them to they face they ain't no G. Low key, niggas mad cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the riff rap bitchin' with your bitch.
I said it must be cause the nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on their toes. Niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get Glock jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy till shit pop off.
Yes, I'm the shit. Tell me, do it stink? It feel good waking up some money in the bank. 3 model bitches, cocaine on the sink, and I'm so body. I might roll up in the tank, cause my chain came from Cuba. Got a lock up on the link, and the red bottom loafers just to compliment the mink. I shank, rolling up that dank, blowing on that stank. What you mean? Tell me what you drink. I'm on that kiss and pink. You could call me Billy Gates, got a crib in every state. Man on the moon, got a condo out of space. Open up your legs, tell me how it tastes. And them niggas talking shit, so tell it to my face. Tell that bitch, hop up on my dick, rolled up on it quick. In the 6, told her suck a dick, motorboat her tits. I'm the shit, niggas mad, cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the riff rap, bitchin' with your bitch.
I said it must be cause the niggas got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on their toes. Cause niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get Glock jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy till shit pop off.
His head's cracked. What's wrong with his fucking head? Yay!
No, brother.
Ah! Yay! Fucking, that was cool. Although, I will say, like, I'm still torn on the Max versus Fusion stitching, because the fucking edging on that sometimes is a little, I don't know what it is.
Mine's hit a bunch of stuff, so it kind of
might be
got
part of it.
A little shimmy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's not stock, that's modified.
Yeah, it's modified.
Speaking of that, have you seen
Tim is okay.
that fucking 3D printed whoop, the invisible whoop, basically Cinewhoop that one dude's doing in the
Stan FPV?
Oh yeah, no, the 3D printed
one.
invisible
It's pretty sick. It's like basically it's basically a 3D. It's like a Max or a Fusion, like right in the middle of 4 motors, and that's it. It's just all 3D printed. It's fucking rad. It's like I actually meant to download it and fucking print the motherfucker out of Nylon X, but I'm just like I don't know what I would build like, but it looks pretty dope actually. It's a fucking one piece basically with ducts and fucking everything, and you just slap the FC and shit on one side, and there's a spot for batteries and shit, and you just send it. It's pretty dope actually. I was like, fuck, motherfucking thing. Mood killer. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited actually to make one of those. You haven't seen that?
I've put off starting to edit because I'm going to be using new software. Because I've been using that free off-brand program called One Shot. But now that I have Windows 10, I got DaVinci, but I haven't touched it.
Going to multi-shot?
No, not to be mistaken with One Shot, Multi-Shot, and what's the other one that everybody actually uses? D-Shot. No, it was called One
Protocols?
Shot. It was literally freeware that worked for Windows 7, which was what I was running.
So I'm excited. That was dope. That was super dope though, Gravy. Fucking.
I liked it.
Thanks.
I've
seen it like 7 times.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank you. Hell
I've seen it
yeah.
like 7 times. Not by choice. It's been forced on me here and there.
Not by me.
you might know him. His name's Gravy. No, I'm kidding. No, I watched you edit like 2 pieces of it, and then I watched it once. Probably watched it again, and then watched it here. 5.
Love you.
fucking
Sweet.
One shot used to be 608.
That should hug that out.
fucking hell. I was trying to find that fucking
next,
thing.
man.
Next.
Well, actually, I got hella shit for that song too. I don't know if people in the chat
What?
or if you guys
People
think.
don't like that song, or
Yeah, nah.
Really?
I mean, I've come to
Really?
think people just have different taste in music. There's plenty of people who I think put up horrible music, and sometimes I put up music and people think it's horrible, and
Yeah.
people have different tastes.
I like the
Everybody likes
song, All the
broccoli.
Riders. Hey, I flew and did that for the Riders, not necessarily for me. So
Yeah. No.
No, it's dope though. I mean, it's
Oh.
fucking super dope, and I'm actually, excited to see what you're cooking up right now when it's all put together.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put that together.
oh, I got 9 projects ahead of that, and 4th of July is first on the list.
Nice. Get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a month late.
It's easy to get bogged down on that.
I just sat it on a bunch of clips from the 4th of July for the community edit, but because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to fly. To be honest, so I was like, I'm sitting on this footage until we do the community edit, and then I'll use whatever's left over. But now I have some new stuff too, so that's. And I'm super grateful to that I was able to go out and get some B-roll. That was
Awesome.
much needed.
Get out period, bruh.
Say what?
I said I was glad to hear you were able to get out. Period, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spread your wings a little.
Yeah, it definitely felt good. I was definitely getting back to a good place by the end of the day. I want to go out again soon, if I can.
Do it on a Saturday so I can come.
That's what she said.
Maddie's texting me in the middle of the show. Love you, Maddie Bloods. I'll reply as soon as possible. I find this thing. In the meantime, next up
Maybe it's life or death.
It's not.
It's like call 911. I'm being killed.
In the meantime, yeah, I'll
These
talk to
are
you
the
later,
first
Maddie.
thing.
Fuck off. Next up is Hit the Decks.
Oh,
Dope.
Oh yeah.
that was awesome, man.
Back up.
Those little cuts into the crashes with the music was super tight.
I like doing that too.
I see you stepping it up.
So this is that thing.
For me, it was an easy way of if I wanted to edit the music or something, like I only like certain parts about the music, I would, take that and then crash, cut the music, and then start another one. So I wouldn't have to do any mixing. It wouldn't sound weird. It would just be. That's a little editing trick from yours truly, the noob, the editing noob.
Pro tips with Vice.
Who knows nothing.
Gotta keep doing and learning. This is that fucking
exactly.
thing. This is that goddamn thing. Oh, don't stop.
Oh, it looks weird.
There we go. So this is that fucking thing. Yeah. So it's all 3D printed. Now he said on Thingiverse this was printed in PETG, I think, at 20%. So that's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see how durable it is and whether or not you get any flex here at a low infill. But obviously, there's plenty of room to increase infill as needed. And he's got the R in there, which isn't DJ fucking with one of these right now. You didn't like this, did you, Gravy?
No, fuck them. I would, if I was given that for a review, it would be 5 seconds long. I'd open the box and throw it in the trash.
Bam.
Well, there you have it.
Really didn't like it.
Ravies grumble.
Strongly
Gravy's
disagree.
grumble. Strongly.
Well, no. Well,
disagree.
here's the fucking thing. When they sold that whole thing and people pre-ordered it and had to wait 8 fucking months to get their 1-inch sensor,
wait, hold on.
They got a 1-inch camera.
Let me bring you back up.
They didn't get a
if you're gonna
1-inch.
grumble, we're gonna bring you up.
No.
Let's go.
I've
All
done
right,
it.
here we go. Start. So
Ravies grumble.
So what
Okay,
did
Gravy's
all right.
grumbles. Over to
I can
Gravy.
fire one off. We'll start it now.
Go.
All right, let me know when I'm pinned. All right, go. All right, so Insta360, if you're going to put out a camera and say it has a 1-inch sensor, I assume it's a full frame fucking camera. And it's just got a camera facing backwards because you can't put a 1-inch sensor inside of something this fucking big. It's 1.5 inches, cunts. They misled so many people when that shit was on pre-order. It was so bad. And then they changed it. Now it's a 1-inch mod because it's got a big, dumb fucking Leica lens. Wow. You have a 1-inch circle lens. DJI did that 1.5 years ago. It's just fucking, like, really? Don't mislead your customer base. GoPro doesn't. They straight up told people that fucking they had the same 220-degree lenses on their Macs that they had on the Fusion. They just put better, I don't know, better firmware or something.
Different, yeah. Well, you do the just stitching inside. There you go. Gravy's grumbles. Fucking awesome. So that was actually what I'm curious about, though, because did you try the Fusion before? I mean, to my comment earlier.
No, I used the Fusion.
To my comment earlier is that the Max does the stitch in camera, right? Effectively, right?
Yeah.
And the Fusion does it in software on your desktop, depending on what you want to use. Yeah. How fast is that, honestly, off the Max? I never actually asked anybody that before. How fast?
Dude,
is the
I can take raw .360 footage off the Max and export it in the GoPro Max exporter in 3 minutes, and it's like 40 gigs of footage for it. But
they're huge.
They're huge files.
And what do you? Is the output file huge?
No, well, the input file is like,
I know the input files,
megs. Yeah, no. The input files are fucking tiny. They're only like maybe like 4 or 5 megs, something like that. But when you export it, it winds up being gigs. I mean, I'm talking, that's like a majority of my file storage is 360.
The Fusion, each side records to its own card, and the files are pretty huge. They're standard 4K.
Yeah, but then you stitch them
standard
after.
4K file sizes for the input side. And that's why I'm curious, because like I've had a few Fusion stitches that weren't great, but generally speaking, the Fusions it's pretty decent. Like once it's all done, but every time I've tried to do it through the phone, it wasn't good. It wasn't great, right? But if I do it on the computer on the desktop, it takes longer, but it's better. Can you do it
better
on the desktop?
Max? Yeah, no, you can do it on the desktop. You can do it in Premiere, or you can do it in DaVinci. DaVinci has the plugin already built in.
That's for the reframing and shit, though, but not for the actual. I don't think for the actual spherical stitch. It doesn't do the stitching. Neither does Premiere.
Oh, no. The stitching is on camera, but it's done at like a real small file size, like a real small raw file size. And then when you use the GoPro Max exporter, and then it brings out like the 5.630, full res, and then you have like the full file. So it's almost like a flower getting big.
It's
blooming.
It's blooming. Okay, so the Max blooms. Whatever the hell the Insta is trash, and
yeah, I mean, I honestly, well, here's the thing though, is the Insta 360 R or the 1R or whatever, like the little slim boy that was like
the previous,
real tall.
Previous one.
That one's balling.
That thing kicks the shit out of their 1X. Huh. That thing is so good. The stabilization's great. Like it's small, it's light. I mean, that I'd rather use that than a Hero 8, and I'd rather use that than a Max. But now you have the 1R, and it's like, oh, we're modular. Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, and it's like, yeah, GoPro just kind of switched a couple of things, and now it's way fucking better. So, what'd you guys do wrong? I don't know. I flew it on a Mavic. It looked like dog shit. Like if you think the helmet in my video was like split a little bit, it was so bad. I mean, like the stitch line was. It wasn't even remotely
I'm just
close.
Fucking with it on that one. I'm fucking with you on
that
that
just
one.
Be because it was so close to the helmet.
Dude, I did stuff in like when I first got the Fusion. I was like I going out of a car, and like the fine details really close, like to where I was holding it. You could see the stitch. I mean, it just is kind of what it is. There's going to be a few artifacts, especially towards the bottom of any of those spherical frames, the way they put them together. Because we played around with.
Well, the Fusion and the Max aren't bad, but when you get with when you start using the modular stuff to be modular, because they make something that goes, and they didn't even make it to fit the current Mavic. They made it to fit the Mavic 1 and not the Mavic 2 because it would block the GPS. So it's like, oh, you have to use the Mavic 1 for this. And I went out and I flew it with my Mavic 1, and it flew like absolute dog shit.
What are you talking about?
It still blocked it. The Insta 1X, the modular thing. It's got like a little cradle that goes around.
Okay, got you. Because
it's the one. I'm saying it backwards. The 1R is the one that's modular. The 1X is the tiny slim boy that's actually
when
good.
All this VR 360 footage had started, it was literally a bunch of heroes. There was 6 heroes on like a thing that it was like a sphere, and they fucking stuck 6 heroes on it, and then you had to fucking run this special thing to help you basically time code them all together, and you would capture with 6 heroes simultaneously. And the company that made the plugin for Premiere for the Fusion and the Max actually has a called Kohler with a K or something, and it's fucking does it stitches all those cameras together. It's crazy, but it was fucking salty too, man. I mean, and you're buying six heroes to recreate a shot. I'm grateful to see some of these smaller, more compact systems to come out, but the stitching still isn't quite 100%. I've seen, even on my Fusion, if the lighting isn't really well balanced, like that other sensor, like the exposure, you'll see it in the stitch. Like you'll see slight difference in exposure between the 2 lenses and shit. It's interesting, and I think it's interesting science, though. I think it's interesting to see what people are doing with it, and also see how far it's come. Since we had to basically, like I said before, you were just using 6 heroes, which is ridiculous. Like, how are you gonna fly that? And now we're seeing these whoops, these invisible cine whoops and shit that are coming out now around it, which is, it's pretty sick, dude. It's dope. It definitely opens up a lot of creativity. It would be great in another year or two when, you know, these things get even a little bit better, and the stitching gets a little better, and you can't really tell that it's not shot on a standard frame camera. You know, it's dope. It'd be cool.
Well, that's one thing that has been helping me on shoots is with the 360 camera. If the customer will take 360 footage and manipulate it, which most won't, but I mean, if you're doing it for yourself or you're doing the editing and you can reframe, it is like, dude, it's cheating. It is so fucking easy to get every single shot and have it be nice and stable, unless it's in that little
is pretty fucking
stitch line.
killer, yeah.
Well, it's got Hypersmooth 2.0 on the Max, and it's like my Max footage looks just as good as my Hero.
All right, next up we got cementkidd. Moving right along, we are at midnight.
All right, some B-roll, baby. We are back at Pilgrim over here. We got Tech, we got Eddie, we got my man here. What was your name again?
Mel.
Mel, that's right.
Oh, Mel was there?
A bunch of pilots here, a lot of DJI guys. You got Tech and Man Chiller back there, just hanging out. With that massive camera rig he's got set up there. Look at that
Mel's
thing.
great.
He's ready to shoot the next 007 movie with that camera set up. It's awesome. We're gonna get some packs over here. And we got murder hornets. I'll try to get those on camera in a little bit. There they go.
Cicada killers all over the fucking place, dude. It was nuts.
Once again, it's on. Put me on a planet, damn it, where all the slims it looks like Janet. Slick, kiss it, diss it, hell I lick it in and pen it. Big, rub and ran it, hell I run it, yeah I ran it. In it, ran frantic, rub the roof, not any panic. Plan it as a package, pick it, and then pack it, trick it, and then track it. Throw it, crack, then catch it. Quick as ricochet, grab it, quick, cause it's a habit. To rap it as fast as another brother running rapid. Never call you sir, who gives a damn if you mix a lot. East Coast gets the props, producers rock your nuts. Baby ain't got back, baby got black. That's why you see the black baby and you respect that. Check it out, on and on and on. Rock on to the break of dawn, it's on. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn. It's on, it's on.
Nice. Nice little gap right there.
Make room for one rude boy, bad move boy, new with no school boy. Now watch a true man take out all the school boys. And don't get out of touch, cause you just get a slut with a clothes for repair sign on your nuts. Get where the thing slangers, body boom bangers. Waking in your shit with a hanger. Get real, I'm gonna live it up. Never forgive you, cut on my back, watching your girls get.
Yeah, we had random guys coming down the road all day.
Brutalize you with a verse, criticize my lyrics work. Think about a lost block, black stop. I rap to make a whack drop, then slap you with my backdrop. The boom bang, slap, pat, plus flat, flat. Step in my path and get that ass crack.
I orbited a dude with the fucking 10-inch. He's probably shitting himself.
Singing like the Buddha bang. Hang out with the true crew down with the coochie bang. Brothers come to do the same. But monkey see, monkey do, get your monkey ass plain. Individuals get original, cause this will be critical and kickable and pitiful. I ain't with the big con heart, ripping other rhymes apart, here to spark me some iron parts. I stick to a city with some ripple, hit a bitty from the middle, hang on titties like a cripple nipple. Check it out, on and on and on, rock on, to the break of dawn, it's on. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out, to the break of dawn.
Damn.
Next up is Ilbro.
All y'all want to fly a cricket? I'll put his phone number right here below, so just give him a call and schedule a time. Y'all can meet up and fly.
$50 and I'll pick the spot.
You want to charge 50 for a private flight? Hell yeah. Okay, everybody, Baltimore, thank you for having me.
I pull up, Like, how you pull up, baby? How you pull up? How you pull up? I pull up. Step in the kitchen. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock.
This is on the new Botmobile.
Yeah.
Better let me go
too.
the day you need me. So put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing.
Oh, you got it on
the
there.
nigga, get the
Sorry, I'm
bus.
watching
So you heard me
delayed.
say you play, you late, don't make me push the
Because I missed it the first time because I was
drinking.
drinking.
Fill up a fucking buck. Going for buggers, I bought a chopper. I got a big drum and hold 100. And going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on all the niggas. I can see I'm running. Just talk to my mom, she hit me on FaceTime just to check up on me and my brother. I'm really the baby. She know that the youngest son was always guaranteed to get the money. Okay, let's go. She know that the baby boy was always guaranteed to get the loot. She know what I do. She know if I run from a nigga, I'ma pull it out, shoot. PTSD. I'm always waking up in cold sweats like I got the flu. My daughter a G. She saw me kill a nigga in front of her before the age of 2. And I'd kill another nigga too. Before I let another nigga do something to you.
Well, that one's gas powered, huh?
As long as you know that, don't let nobody tell you different, daddy love you. Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. Keep a Glockin' when I ride in the Suburban. Cause the codeine had a young nigga swerving. I got the mop, watch me wash him like detergent. And I'm ballin', that's why it's diamonds on my jersey. Slide on outside and flip the block back, yeah, yeah. My junior popped them and left them lopsided, yeah, yeah. We spin his block, got the rebound in his ramen. For me one time, you can't cross me again. 1200 horsepower, I get lost in the wind. If he talking on it, y'all depend, dolls and take his chin. Maybach SUV for my refugee. 5 blocks in the hood, put money in the streets. I was solo and the ops called me at the gas station. Had it on me 30,000, thought it was my last name. I ain't even want no smoke. If I had to choose it, murder would she roll? Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock.
Oh yeah.
Will Brown.
That was funny. I like
Better
that.
let me go the day you need me. So put me on that nigga, get the bus.
Dude, Will is killing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck yeah, bro. Got a couple additions from the old fucking thingamajigger from Discord.
That place? Yeah.
Yeah, that place, that fucking place.
We got
What is this? It's not a month.
Thought we had him already.
I do, but I was checking something. I'm not gonna play the whole thing though; it's a little long. This is 608's Maiden of his Taken.
Saying what?
Sitting there for a while. Shout out to 608.
Shout out to Drone Co.
Shout out to Drone Co.
Got me with those slap moves.
You got Artie's head bobbing over here.
Can't wait to go visit my parents and go through their forest. Because by the time I got there, it was winter and the forest was all
in upstate or in France?
upstate.
Oh yeah. Hell
Get me
yeah.
a little funky bass line and some brass, brother.
Fucking Artie is over here just.
So that was just a preset on Emu. Is that what he said?
Oh, really?
What did he
You
say?
just tossed Emu on it and let it rip.
He threw emu on it.
That's
and
the
let it
default
rip.
tune.
No,
then,
no
so
OSD or
I think it's
anything.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
all
that's pretty good
default.
too, man.
It is actually kind of brave.
Good starting point. Though,
I mean,
right?
I'm not gonna lie. Fucking is it a take can? What the fuck is it called then? Take can. That's what it says. Trash can? Take can? I don't know. You tell me. Is it wrong?
Tie can. Take can.
Tie can? I don't
Take
know.
can, tie can, toucan.
Toucan Sam.
They can.
Thigh sticks.
They're great.
They can.
Dab time.
They're great.
Tony the Taken. Tiger.
Hey, Vince, I think what we should do is send the Thai can to Thailand for like 6 to 12 months.
Have it learn some Mai Tai.
Yep.
Diatone. Yeah, that would be interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if there's any diatone pre. Mr. Benoit. Fucking.
I have the
Oh, wait, there's one,
time.
Benoit
I have
balls.
the
Benoit
clip
balls.
and the timestamp for that clip now. For the Benoist.
Benoist.
The like our most hilarious moment. Yeah, probably.
It was a pretty good one.
It was great because like I think 608 was there. I think there was like a bunch of people there too. It was like 6 of us.
Let me refresh the old playlist here. I wanted to see
I
something.
couldn't figure out how to record it.
Oh yeah, it's there. Okay, cool. So next up we got Mr. Motherfucking Brian Kirby.
Bone.
The loudest BQE intro ever.
Yeah.
That does not have a hood.
Oh, I watched
Can't
this
be bothered
morning.
to have
It's
a
so
hood.
good.
Into the hood. Into the engine.
I fucking love this song too.
It's ripping ass. What about
We could all sing this song right now and it'd be epic.
do it? I don't know the words.
Nope.
Plus I can't sing shit. I don't even know who this is. It sounds like Offspring.
Pennywise, homie.
Pennywise? No, I love
It is not fucking Offspring.
Get out in front of him, bro. That's what's up.
Put him in the waiting room.
I like that teal. Oh, killing it with this one. Gorilla flew this out from outside the track. What a monster. That's pretty badass. Your hand, bro.
Yes.
Yes. You can't not sing along to this fucking song.
Next up is FPV Geek.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
yes. Jinx.
Shout out to Brian Kirby.
But we're not going to run away from it.
I like bicycles.
Yeah, buddy, get it. Oh, damn it.
He obviously got it.
He got something there.
Blow out of mine.
He got something there.
1, 2.
He got
Yeah,
something.
you got it.
Balls.
Yeah, dude.
God, can you imagine a cinder whoop sucking up to your nuts?
He's wearing a cup this time.
I was sick as fuck.
Wow, wait, is he still here? I wonder what happened. I wonder if the quad lived.
He got here early today, so
He was.
he either comes early or comes late.
He might still be lurking, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was sick. I'm sure it lived.
Still in the chat.
Been down.
Is it dead? FPV Geek?
Unless he ran it.
Just a
I
little
wanted to-
tire
Yo,
action.
could you imagine though? Like he was a cinder whoop trying to go through somebody's legs and get them sucked to their nutsack, bro. Like they're just like blah, 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 blah.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. Hi.
Did the man's
Did it
nutsack
live?
survive?
Did he
I
be-
think
yeah.
was the question, right? Or am I
or
remembering
the
wrong?
cinequad. The cinder whoop.
That was a dope ass.
Or no, this
It was
did the
dope.
cinder
Yeah.
whoop
He was
survive?
getting in there. That's what she said. He was getting way up in there. It's all good.
Like,
So how many times did you hit him? If at all? All right. Well, let's see if that comes to. What do we got next? Dabo.
Nuts survived. All right. The nuts were no nuts were injured. in the
No nuts
filming
or
of this
harms in the
video.
making of this film.
Oh, thank God.
Next up is Jabo.
We needed to know.
Acquiring
So
minds
flight
needed
one,
to
I
know.
heard somebody got a flight one tattoo. Did that go into the news
Wait a
section?
minute.
No,
All right,
no,
wait.
no, no.
What?
Go to the
What the fuck?
Go
bro?
to the video.
go to the
Seriously,
video.
Who would get a tattoo of that? I just want to know.
It's none of us.
We missed the news section in the beginning, so we can't go back.
You can always go back, but that's.
you can always go back.
I mean, when are you going to show us your emu flight
A
tattoo,
black
Jed?
sheep could be a cool tattoo regardless, but FL1, and I saw a comment on the post where some guys like in France, or I think it was in France, that's what we call a condom is FL or something like that. FL means skin or something. I don't remember what they said. It was funny though, something along those lines, which skin, aka condom. FL.
It was great because forget it. Nope, not even going there.
All right.
It's like getting a wedding ring tattooed on your finger. I don't see a difference.
Or your
Dude, my
girlfriend's-
fingers are already way too covered in tattoos to be committing to something.
I mean, I know Chad's gonna get emu fly tattooed on his buttocks.
I don't have a tattoo, period, homie. So
I know. So the emu
if I
flight's
ever
gonna
get
be
a
your first
tattoo, it's
one.
gonna be my kids' names or initials and possibly their
Next
birth
to the emu
dates.
signal.
When I get all fucking senile and I have dementia,
Oh!
I'll be able to fucking look up their birthdays.
Will Brown knows all about that shit.
What, he has
That
an emu tattoo?
whack ass flag one tat. Yes, that's exactly. Oh, on a thief. Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that
The
is for
plot
another
thickens.
Oh shit!
I don't know the backstory there.
Cue the video.
Go video.
Please.
Back in Colorado, baby. 17 years we were childish playing. We had time to make good night. We pushed back all our problems daily. Polaroid shots in the mountains, baby. We had time to make good night. So we were high.
Oh no! What happened?
Wow, doing them dirty like that.
Fast forward through the whole fucking video.
No,
Wow.
fuck it.
Just mute it, why don't you?
Rewind and select
mute
the.
We had a radio love. We said we'd
That's
never
something against this guy or what?
let go. No,
Fuck your video, pal.
We were perfect as fuck, making dreams about our lives up in the stars. Yeah, yeah, babe. Yeah, yeah, babe. And don't you ever go, darling, 'cause you're all that I know, you're all that I know. Why did you change your mind and end up late? And now I'm on my own, maybe I'll call you on the phone, maybe I just won't call, 'cause I'm already, yeah, babe.
Ooh, that's close. That was mighty close.
Someday I'll be patient, baby. Maybe our minds wouldn't be that easy. We'd have time to make good night. Look back through our rearview mirror. Saturday nights wouldn't get much clearer. We have time to make good night. So we were high. We had a radio love. We said we never ever let it go. No, no. We were perfect as fuck, faking dreams about our lives up in the stars. Yeah, yeah, babe. Yeah, yeah, babe. And don't you ever go, darling, 'cause you're all that I know, you're all that I know. Why did you change your mind and end up late? And now I'm on my own, maybe I'll call you on the phone, maybe I just won't call.
I'm trying to figure out which roller coaster this is. Looks like it could be a Scream Machine. Isn't like all the amusement parks pretty much the same rides? Named like different countries.
I grew up in Cedar Point.
Oh, does that have a lot of
bonus
amusement
footage.
parks?
Cedar Point was the largest amusement park in the country. What's up with
cool.
the bonus footage? I guess we'll let it go.
Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car.
This looks very similar to the other footage.
I'm trying to see where it is. It's almost. I don't know where this is. A lot of the Six Flags have similar stuff.
Yeah, like I know that there's like always like a Scream Machine, American Scream Machine. Probably the Batman rides.
Get the bus. Know you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the butt. Full of pain. Dropped enough tears to fill up a fucking fuck. Going for buggers. I bought a chopper. I got a big truck.
Whoa, where is this? It looks so weird. It's almost like a video game.
Right?
Video's about to go out.
Oh, he was sneaking into FedEx.
So we go. Video's about to go out.
Over.
Going over the roof, boys.
Oh no!
What?
Well, I mean, when in Rome, am I
Who
right?
got it?
Got it.
Put up there for it? Oh my god. Oh shit.
Got it.
So actually, hold on. I want to see if it says in his description where he was. By chance. Yet.
Slowly working away at my atomic warheads.
I would love to fly a coaster as well. Will Brown was saying he wanted to fly a coaster, and that would be dope. Would be pretty dope.
I just want to go on a roller coaster again. Those are fun.
I haven't been to Six Flags in fucking 6 years at least.
I heard Cedar Point, man.
Cedar Point is. I grew up in Cedar Point, so I literally lived right down from the street from Cedar Point. Like,
did you know it's the roller coaster capital of the world?
Mm-hmm. And they had like the top field. They had Gemini. I remember as coasters moved from wooden to the aluminum, the steel structures that we're all used to now. But back in the day, Cedar Point was riddled with fucking wooden coasters, man. And then they started getting into the newer stuff, and there was the fucking blue streak, because like Sandusky's football team is the blue streak, so Cedar Point had the blue streak and shit. So it was crazy. And I think they might have, the blue streak was the oldest running wooden coaster on the planet when I lived there. So I don't even know if it's there anymore, honestly. But they have fucking, it's crazy. So basically, Cedar Point is just a little peninsula, and they've built it up a little bit, and they fucking just have riddled it with fucking roller coasters and shit.
Word.
Chasing rides with people on them. Yeah, I did see that. I think
the red FPV's done that. A couple people, I think.
Yeah. The tallest one on Earth for a while. Yeah. The fuck was that thing called?
There's one in near Vegas.
Well, there was Cedar Point had the tallest coaster in the world for a good long while. I can't remember. Was it the Magnum? I think it might have been the Magnum, dude. I think it was the fucking Magnum, if I'm not mistaken. I think that when the Magnum came out, it was the tallest coaster in the world. Good night, Kyle.
Take it easy, brother. Thanks.
It was crazy though. So like so I was like 16. Fucking when I was 15, I got a job dishwashing at some shitty back of house in Cedar Point, and that lasted weeks. I was like, this is bullshit. When I was 16, I fucking had my car, was drinking, fucking my buddy and I was a photographer. I was taking photography at the time, and they had this thing called fucking there was a photo booth thing. The fuck was it called now? Actually, my friend Bim would fucking shoot me right now for not remembering it. Anyways, we would literally go at 7 a.m, bro, and like we'd be all hungover, fucking been at a football game the night before, fucking partying and shit all night. Go in, we'd have to get on the fucking ferry from downtown Sandusky at like 7, 8 a.m. to go to fucking work, and be on a boat, fucking trying not to throw up because you're fucking still hungover from the night before, and then fucking we would go there. And we would sit, like the first 4 hours of the day, we would be out front where all the people were coming in, and we would take everybody's picture. It'd be like, hey, welcome to Cedar Point. Thank you. Stop right there for 2 quick pictures. And you would take it was I Spy Photo. That was what it was called. You would take a picture, and then you would take a picture, and then you would step towards them like 3 steps, and you'd take a close up, and then you'd give them a ticket, and they could come and buy these little like viewer things that we would stick the fucking film into, and we'd sell them to them for like ridiculous money, and they were complete trash. But I was making like $16 an hour at 16 years old doing that shit. And we would do, that's what I did in the summers when I was fucking not in school and for the season, and we got to ride the fucking coasters. Like when preseason, before it really opened up, we could use our passes on a day off and go there all fucking day and just get off a ride and just walk around and get right back on it. And then get off and get on and get off. But then once the season kicked, you could barely get it. It was, you're looking at any given day, you're looking at 2-3 hour waits for some of these rides. People go in there, for 10, 11 hours, whatever. The park opens pretty early and stays open till like midnight. You stay there for like fucking 12, 14 hours and maybe only ride like 5 of the bigger attractions because there's 2-3 hour waits for some of this shit. It's crazy, and it's just so expensive, bro.
Dude, shit is ridiculous.
So expensive, but it's dope. There was some dope coasters there. Right. So I think this might be our last
pack.
Last pack
Yeah,
is
this is last one.
LJFPV. Sunset and surfing.
Yeah.
It's nice out right now, though. I'll tell you that. Couldn't cool down for sure. But yeah, not awesome. Are we still fucking recording? Sure. Oh, it's recording. Hi.
We also used to go ride the roller coasters on shrooms.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Super flowy vibes, super nice. That was dope.
No way to end it.
Yeah, I think so. Fucking, if we didn't get you this week, we'll try to get you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yo, did you guys see fucking David Trigan's fucking mask video?
Oh yeah, dude, that shit was funny where he's pulling out the fucking little camera and
that was good.
What else?
That was good.
Dude, that shit was hilarious because I saw somebody else do it. They were pulling out bullshit, but his was fucking priceless. Like I was like, really? Fucking, that shit's funny.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Bring this up full. A flat.
So look.
Stop. Anyways, here we'll play it really quick. I just want to play because I think it's funny, and then we'll quit. All right, here we go.
So look, I just want to make this video real quick to kind of show you, okay? This is why it's important for you not to just be sheeple, okay? I know that everybody's saying you need to wear these masks whenever you go out places, but you need to be careful, okay? Because the government is subcontracting these like military companies to develop these masks. And you don't really know what's inside them. You cut them open, it's actually hollow in here. And if I just reach in here, you can see there's a wireless camera. Like, what is this? What is this even doing in here? Is this recording everything that I'm doing? Like, they don't need to know what I'm buying from the Pack-a-Sack down the street, okay? This is crazy. And then, like, this seems to be like some sort of wireless, like, transmitter. I don't know what's going on. I think this is downloading my data. I think this is downloading all of my private data and uploading it to a server somewhere so Mark Zuckerberg can sell it to Chinese. And then, worst of all, there's a Rotor Riot sticker in here. I mean, what the...
And with that, oh my God. And with that...
and on that bombshell.
So look, I just want to make
stop. Close. Die. Why does it keep coming back? It keeps coming back. Stop it.
Oh my!
I can't get rid of it.
Try again.
Try again.
Keeps trying to get in
haunting
there.
me. He keeps trying again.
Oh God, Dave, please stop.
Stop, Dave. I can't make it stop. So with that,
Thanks for with this. If you truly love a brand, you get it tattooed on your neck. See you next week, everyone.
Thanks for fucking joining us, and
thanks for hanging out tonight, man.
Shit.
Couldn't do it without.
Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have a great week, and
stay safe.
We'll leave you with fucking gravy. Bye.
Bye. I love the cat.
Shout out to Zorro. Did this right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Zorro for the inspiration for me to make this shit.
Brown 688 FTJ Waldo Risco.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.